Hello, my Fly Mickey friends, and welcome to this week's edition of Tips, Tricks and Travel News from the world of Disney. And on this week's episode, Walt Disney World will soon be easier to access thanks to a new deal. Is it eat in or take out at Disneyland California right now? And 2021 is set to be the year to put the spotlight on Clarabelle Cow. Now, before we take a look at this week's news, don't forget to subscribe to this video and click the bell icon to stay in the know about all things Disney. First up, and as the end of 2020 edges ever closer, Disneyland Paris has been able to share some exciting news with their fans. And that's that they have won Europe's Best Family Park Gong at this year's European Star Awards, which recognises entrepreneurship, courage and innovation within the European theme park industry. DLP also placed second for the Best Dark Ride or Media-Based Experience with the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, a new dimension of thrills at the Walt Disney Studios Park, supplied by the Walt Disney Imagineering team. Additionally, Disneyland Paris has also been shortlisted 4 times at this year's Park World Excellence Awards in the Best Large Park category, Best Dark Ride for Tower of Terror, and 2 nods towards Best Live Entertainment for Frozen 2, An Enchanted Journey, and The Lion King, Rhythms of the Pride Lands. These awards identify the very best operators, suppliers, manufacturers, and entertainment specialists from across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. The European Star Awards win and the Park World Excellence Awards shortlist recognises that Disneyland Paris is certainly a place where magic comes alive and unforgettable memories are made. The resort has stated that they have one single goal in mind, and that's to exceed guest expectations. And despite a difficult 2020, they remain committed and focused to creativity that lies at the heart of the Disney brand. Now, reaching the most magical place on Earth is about to get a lot easier, thanks to a new deal signed between the Walt Disney World Resort and the passenger rail operator Brightline. They have announced that they have reached an agreement to open a new train station at Disney Springs, the dining and retail area located just outside the Disney parks, where travelers will be able to catch a ride directly from or to Orlando International Airport and eventually be connected with South Florida, ultimately eliminating the need for a rental car. The train from the airport to Walt Disney World is part of Brightline's project to extend its route to the Tampa Bay area. The Brightline station at Orlando Airport is going into the new South Terminal, and the station at Disney Springs would finally give the resort a form of mass transportation hub that Walt Disney himself envisioned when he announced his plans for the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, which later became the Walt Disney World Resort. Brightline Station at the Orlando Airport is scheduled for completion in 2022, and therefore the Disney Springs Station is expected to come a couple of years later. The holiday season is upon us for sure, and as more of us fans put up our Disney-inspired decks, Tokyo Disneyland has also been getting into the festive spirit, with decorations park-wide and showing off a new Christmas version of the Mickey and Friends Greeting Parade that has been in place during the COVID pandemic. This greeting takes place along the parade route twice a day and uses music from the 2014 version of Disney's Santa Village Parade, the predecessor to the current Disney Christmas Stories Parade. This, of course, isn't the only version of the current greeting that we've seen. There was the very, very mini-themed greeting back in September, and the original Tokyo Land is Your Land and When You Wish Upon a Star greetings. It is also expected that the resort will see in the new year with a special greeting as well, with the Disney friends donning traditional Japanese kimonos and greeting guests around the park as per usual. But 2021 is the year of the ox, so decorations and merchandise for the New Year's Eve celebrations will most likely focus around oxen and Clarabelle Cow. These uniquely themed greetings are expected to continue until the park's normal Dreaming Up greeting can safely return. Californian Governor Gavin Newsom's new stay-at-home order will limit restaurants to takeout or delivery only and restricts retail to 20% capacity and closes amusement parks, hotels, zoos and aquariums. So where does this leave places like Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm and other Californian theme parks that are already operating under state coronavirus restrictions and have kept their major tourist destinations closed for well over 8 months? The stay-at-home order would in fact have little impact on retail restrictions, since reducing capacity would only go from 25% to 20% in most of the state. But would it be worth keeping the likes of Downtown Disney and the Universal City Walk open without outdoor dining? Sit-down restaurants like Cathay Circle Lounge in Disney's California Adventure and Ballast Point Brewing in downtown Disney have been left without many answers since the announcement. For example, they would have to stop offering outdoor dining under California's stay-at-home order. But could they offer takeout? And would it be worth it to the companies? Whereas Black Tap Craft Burgers and Beer and Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen both have a different set of questions, as both have takeout windows. But if downtown Disney visitors were to sit down to eat, is that now considered outdoor dining, and in which case banned under the new regulations? It's all a little bit too confusing for most visitors, and has left many fans wondering why there is such a big difference in approaches to handling the pandemic between the Floridian governor and his Californian counterpart. Let us know your thoughts on the current situation in Anaheim below. And finally, this weekend, we celebrated Walt Disney's 119th birthday. On December the 5th, 1901, Walter Elias Disney was born in Chicago, Illinois, and spent most of his childhood in Marseilles, Missouri, a town for which he drew much inspiration from for his theme parks. He grew up to be an entrepreneur, an animator, a voice actor, a film producer, and so much more. His persistence, his ambition, his dedication, and in fact, everything about him was empowering, and many of us wanted to be just like him when we grew up. So for true Disney fans looking for the perfect way to celebrate Walt Disney's birthday each year, they should make sure to stop by Walt Disney One Man's Dream in Disney's Hollywood studio. This 15-minute documentary takes guests even further into the life of Walt Disney, as it showcases the life and times of one of history's greatest dreamers. It includes rare audio recordings, historical footage, and home movies, which brings you into the happy times of Walt's life, as well as showing some of the tougher times too, ultimately culminating in how Walt turned his dreams into reality. If you want to visit Walt Disney World on your next family vacation to experience Walt Disney's One Man's Dream, but aren't sure where to begin planning, then reach out to one of our experienced Disney vacation planners via live chat on our website, flymickey.co.uk, and let's start making the magic happen for you. And that's it for this week's Tips, Tricks and Travel News Update. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms so you'll never miss out on the magic moments from the world of Disney. And all that's left to say is have an adventurous, magical day.